I'll go fast because a minute's hard.
No. You don't have to be fast, but...
Okay, first of all, guys, step it up. That's a limiting belief, so it's time for you guys to start working a little bit harder with more belief. I think, too, I'm going to talk about the holes that you get yourself into. The first one is I've always been a hard worker, and I work alone. I just do things on my own. I don't need anybody to hold my hand or to hold me accountable, so I thought and felt that everybody else could do that. I've been fortunate enough to power through 6 years of very hard times on my own. And just recently I've realized that not everybody can do that, and sometimes people it's not as fun to do it alone. And I've been working more closely together with my coaches, 1 week planning sneak peeks, 1 week running sneak peeks, 1 week planning, and it's been so much more fun for me working together with them. So don't work alone. That's one thing that's really helped me, is like everybody wants to be a part of something, and if you're sitting in your office at your home working alone, it's not going to be fun for that long. So that's one of the biggest keys that I want to give you guys. And the other one I forgot, I'm going to be honest, and
hurry.
Okay, and I forgot it. I totally forgot. Give me a second. I don't remember. But I think it's important to remember that, like, to put into this business into perspective. Like, for me, it's always, when it seems hard, I think about how hard it would have been to sit in a cubicle for 12 hours a day for the next 35 years to hopefully have enough to retire. Like, put into perspective your life. Will you have money to pay for your daughter's weddings or to help them go to college? When they want to go to college, are you going to be able to tell them yes to those things? And when I look at this business, sometimes I think it might be a little bit hard. I think about those things. I think, it's not really that hard to work out, engage with people on social media, talk to them on the phone, invite them on this journey with me. So sometimes put it into perspective. If you do that, I guarantee you'll put 10 times more effort into this business.
Thanks, Scotty. Meg.
I'll go really fast. So everyone has a sign-up date and a start date. For me, they were 2 years apart. Okay, so if you're sitting in there thinking, oh my gosh, I am not anywhere near where I want to be in this business, that's okay, you guys. If you talk to probably half of us or all of us, we have different sign-up and start dates, okay? Maybe it's the same day for you, maybe it's separate. But don't say, because I didn't start 2 years ago, I'm not going to be successful, because that's a limiting belief for sure. The second, guys, is to just know that, when you post on social media, you want to make sure that you're asking what's in it for them, but they're going to say, what's in it for me, okay? That's the one thing that you should think. People come onto social media to follow you and say, what's in it for me? It's selfish on their side, but it gives you a chance to really give value.
So I'm going to actually ask you guys to be a little selfish, and I know sometimes, you think, well, to be a good leader, I have to be taking care of everybody else all the time. And you don't want to lose yourself, so remember why it is you became a coach and what it is that you wanted from that. Big mistake I made my second year of coaching is I didn't leave my house the entire year. And I had a garden in my backyard, and that's all I talked about was my garden. And my whole brand became about my garden, which was great. But I needed to live a little bit more. And sometimes when you go out and you do stuff and you live a little bit more and you connect with people, I think sometimes people leave the coaching business because they think that they have to be locked in their house all the time, and that's not true. I want to encourage you to connect with your community, and I want to encourage you to do fit clubs, and I want to encourage you to, go and do things outside, out and about that you have to share about, because sitting on your desk is not very inspiring all the freaking time. And when you go and you have activities that you do, and you try new sports, and you try new activities, and you get new certifications, and you're furthering your education, and you're connecting with humans, and you're having that human connection, I actually find it a lot easier to recruit coaches face-to-face, which a lot of us rely too much on social media these days. Don't forget that there are people walking around you all the freaking time that you can connect with by just reaching out and talking to them. Don't be afraid of people. Get off your phones, connect with people, talk to people, touch people, and go and do things in your community where you can actually create a community around you, so you don't have to be by yourself locked in your house going crazy over social media, which is a world that sometimes doesn't really exist and only in your head. So you have to really make sure that you are, managing your social media with your real life connection as well. And you do not have to have one and not the other. You can have all of it. but you just need to make sure that you make it a priority, and you need to be like, okay, today I need to go outside, I need to go to a yoga class, and I need to create a community around, you know, whatever I want to create it around, so that you can actually go to coffee and tea and have, you know, some of the strongest teams in my organization are connected through their community, and they are face-to-face teams. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so jealous. I'm alone on an island. I'm going to move back to the States so I can have that again, you know? And so do that, you know, do that and take advantage of that. Don't be afraid to do that. Just have fun with it and don't overthink it.
I will say, everything that was just running through my head while I was trying to listen to you now isn't there anymore. So give me 2 seconds. You go.
Wow, that's fair. Amber?
I think that what I want to leave you guys with is just that you have what it takes. You know, I have a dress on today, my hair is done, but most days I'm a hot mess, and I'm a mom of 4, and I go to Target, I'm running around like crazy. So wherever you're at today, just know that you have what it takes, and you're here for a reason. I don't care if you're a discount coach here, or if you're working the business full on, there's a reason you're a coach, and you have every tool that you need. Like, let's just be real. You can build a business without an upline, but there's so many resources. Like, I'm a pretty new coach, so I've thanked several of these ladies just to say, thank you for training me via YouTube, you know, because you have every tool that you need, and you have a story that someone else is going to relate to. So just be brave and share it, and remember that it's not about you, it's really just about serving others.
Okay, I remembered. I think that Beachbody serves us like this silver platter business. And then lots of times when you're starting, you feel like you have to fit in this box, and you have to do this, and you have to love working out, and you have to eat healthy all the time. And this thing, at some point, as a coach, you need to find what makes you tick, what fuels you, what are you passionate about, what drives you. And when you figure that out, your business will transform. When I figured that out, when I figured out that my purpose on life was really to just empower women to live their best life in all aspects. It doesn't have to do with just one thing. My challenge groups changed, how I post changed, how I talk to women changed. Everything changed, and that's why I connect with the people that I do. So if you're sitting here and you're like, I don't really know why I do this, it's not really that exciting, you need to dig in. You need to figure out what drives you. You need to figure out how you can take this business opportunity that we have and make it your own. Because we have everything that we have to build this thriving business, but without you and without what makes you tick and show up with heart and passion to serve, it won't go anywhere. So do some self-reflection and really figure that out, and that will be a turning point in your business, hands down.
Hey, okay, that was awesome. So the community aspect of it, I truly believe in this, and this is something that was really hard for me in the beginning. I like to work by myself, just like Scotty said, and it was behind the computer screen. It was, you know, building my team that way. And over the last, I would say, 9 months or so, I've been working on building that community. So you guys, the simple things of just every single day taking the time to reach out to 10 new people and just complimenting and starting a conversation and being a friend first and listening to people, being present in that moment and not thinking, oh, I gotta connect with 10 people so I can hit Success Club this month. It's so much more. You will hit Success Club if you're doing that, if you're reaching out, but if you're really going at it where, how can I serve this person? How can I be a friend first and be a good listener? That's something I struggled with for a long time, listening instead of speaking over people. So I just challenge you guys to do that and build that community and, you know, have those one-on-one conversations at coffee shops or get in front of people face to face and go out to dinner, and that's stuff that is really going to build that connection with your team and your challengers even. And that's what creates lifers. Those people don't want to leave because they're so invested in you and your team and your community. So that's the big takeaway, that I would start now and don't wait until 2 years in like I did.
We have time.
So I've been a coach a long time. And as Jeff will certainly affirm, I am not the smartest person in the room, and I'm not the most creative person in the room, and I don't do social media perfectly. I'm not the most fit. I don't do a lot really, really well. The only thing I do, and that I've done for 9 years, is show up every day with consistency. I am crazy, ridiculously consistent. I show up. That's my superpower. I just keep showing up. I long ago eliminated the idea that there was a plan B. There is no plan B. I'm in this for the long play. I'm a lifer. I am all in. That does not mean we all don't have plateaus, ebbs and flows, ups and downs. Absolutely. Know that and embrace that, because, as my friend Sean says, the plateau is your springboard. Don't ever think it's not going to happen. You will have a plateau. But I'm not going anywhere, and neither should you. And I guarantee you they're not either. We're in it for the long play. That's the only thing I do well, but here's the thing that's cool about that. You can do that too. You don't have to be crazy talented on social media or have some special secret skill that you think only successful coaches have. You have to show up. We have to show up every single day from now until the end of time, because I'm a lifer and I'm not going anywhere. And that's, I think, the secret sauce, if there is one. That's the magic ingredient. Show up. Always.
That was worth